What's up everyone, Terraquake here, and welcome back to our Pokemon Platinum walkthrough. In the last part, we got this Elite Four run started by taking on Aaron, the first Elite Four member. We defeated him pretty easily, but now it's time to step it up a bit by moving on to the next room and taking on Bertha, the second Elite Four member. Big ol' Bertha! And she is a ground type user, so get your, grass, water, ice types ready. Grass and water are some pretty common types, so hopefully you've got a super effective Pokemon for most of her mons. You'll see that a couple of them are a dual typing, so they kind of cancel out a couple of weaknesses. But she will begin with her level 50 Whiscash. Now, keep in mind this thing's a water ground type, so electric types won't work on it. Its only weakness is grass, and it's actually quad weak to grass, so that's why I started with Wormadam here, and he's gonna set up a Sandstorm, which is kind of annoying. Keep in mind that will go away after, I think, 5 turns or so. But yeah, we've got Leaf Storm here, and I think that will be a one-shot. I did get rid of Hidden Power for Leaf Storm just because Leaf Storm is much more power. It's just a bit more inaccurate. But I feel like Hidden Power would not have one-shot there, so it definitely paid off. Also, it does have that, drawback of lowering my special attack. But that is okay because we're switching out anyway. She is going out to Gliscor next. So, this thing is ground of flying. That's why I'm going out to Uzair here because it's quad weak to ice. However, it does know Earthquake, Fire Fang, Ice Fang, and Thunder Fang. So it's got all the Fang moves, meaning it has some really good type coverage. But it went for Earthquake. Okay, I was expecting the Fire Fang. We should live this, I believe. We saw Infernape get crit in the last episode, though, so I don't want to assume anything too quickly, but yeah, one Ice Beam is definitely going to take this man out. I was debating if I should give Blizzard to Glaceon over Ice Beam, but there's actually some other mons that can learn Blizzard. I think Bibarel can, and I just don't trust Blizzard's accuracy if I'm going to be honest. So I'll stick with Ice Beam for now. And let's see who she's going out to next. It is Golem. Alright, so this is one of her 2 rock and ground types, meaning water and grass are quite effective against this thing. It's at level 52, and similar to Gliscor, it has some elemental moves like Fire Punch and Thunder Punch, along with Earthquake and Sandstorm. So a couple of her mons will like to set up the weather, but any grass or water type move is probably going to do the trick here. If you don't have any of those moves though, then stick to special attacks. Even though I know like Steel and Fighting are super effective, but they, or at least Golem and her other rock ground type, which is right here, Rhyperior, they have a really high defense. Now Rhyperior is actually her ace. This thing is a ground rock type 2, as I just mentioned. It's level 55. It knows Avalanche, Megahorn, Earthquake, and a Rock Wrecker. Rock Wrecker is like the strongest rock type move in the game, I'm pretty sure, so that's definitely powerful. It also can hit you with some other attacks like Avalanche and Megahorn, so watch out if you're using a grass type on this thing because it is ready for those grass types. But because I was using a water type and that's quite effective, then I don't really need to worry about them. Now, her last mon is Hippowdon. I would love to go like, Hippowdon v Hippowdon here, but I'm just trying to make this easier on myself. And Hippowdon's a plain ground type, so it's weak to, water, ice, grass. And it knows Earthquake, Stone Edge, Yawn, and Crunch. So also be careful if you're thinking that like, oh, I have a flying type, they won't be able to hit me with their ground moves. Well, most of these guys do have rock type moves. And Hippowdon will like to use Yawn. Now, hopefully we should just be able to end the battle after this turn, so that won't matter, but Yawn can definitely get annoying. Remember, it puts you to sleep after the next turn. Other than that, Earthquake will do some good damage, so will Crunch and Stone Edge, so be careful with those moves. But that is it. She was honestly easier than Aaron just because I had a water, grass, and ice type, so it kind of just depends on your team for that type of battle because ground has those weaknesses, but if you don't have any of those mons that are super effective against it, then she could definitely be tough. But that means we are technically halfway through the Elite Four if you don't challenge, or if you don't count the champion. Sorry, I was reading the dialogue there. And that is also where we're going to call it for part number 53, I believe this is. Yet again, if you missed the previous episode, I'm just doing one Elite Four member per video since I'm at like such a big time crunch right now. So it's different from my previous walkthroughs where I usually did 2 Elite Four members per video, but this honestly just works best for me right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great rest of your day, and until next time, deuces.